Hey, fourth graders. For this next assignment, you have the job of summarizing this story. So we're looking at the San Francisco earthquake, 1906, an eyewitness account. We already know that this is written by a woman who lived through the 1906 earthquake, and she did her best to convey to us what it was like to go through this incredible event. And we're going to summarize what she has written. We're going to summarize this text. We're going to start by looking at paragraph 2. We're going to make some notes to ourselves in the margins. So let's read it. It says, "It was 5:13 a.m. and my husband had arisen and lit the gas stove and put on the water to heat. He had closed our bedroom door so that I might enjoy one more nap. We were in a fourth-story apartment flat, said to be built with unusual care." Okay, so we have to decide, is there anything in this paragraph that um, we should make note of? So I think I just want to stick to the main events. I don't want to get bogged down into describing everything written down in this narrative. I want to kind of get to the main parts. So I'm going to skip down. I'm going to skip this next paragraph. It says 12 flats so constructed occupied a corner 1 block from Golden Gate Park. All our rooms, 6 in number, opened into a square reception hall from which the stairs descended. So I'm going to keep going. Can you guys wait? No, can you guys guess what I'm waiting for to happen? Yeah, the earthquake. And I think it's in this next paragraph. So, paragraph 4 says, "The shock came and hurled my bed against an opposite wall. I sprang up and, holding firmly to the footboard, managed to keep on my feet to the door. The shock was constantly growing heavier. Rumbles, crackling noises, and falling objects already commenced the din." So in the margins here, I am gonna use the time 5:13 a.m. So I'm gonna make a note of that. 5:13 a.m. That means morning. 5:13 a.m. The shock came. We know that means that the earthquake came. Okay. So I'm not going to get into too many details. I'm just using this for notes to kind of help me when I summarize this text. All right, let's see what we will put in next. Um, so the door refused to open. The earthquake had wedged it in the door frame. My husband was pushing on the opposite side, and I pulled with all my strength when a twist of the building released it and the door sprang open. So the shock hits, and basically, the narrator and her husband feel the quake. We can all agree that at this point of the story, the narrator and the husband feel the quake. That's what's been described to us so far. Okay. Um, let's see. The door refused to open. The earthquake had wedged it in the door frame. My husband was pushing on the opposite side, and I pulled with all my strength when a twist of the building released it and the door sprang open. Okay. We braced ourselves in the doorway, clinging to the casing. Our son appeared across the reception room, and my husband motioned to him to stand in his door also, for fear of the chimney. Okay, so let's see. So why don't we make a note that um, after um, opening a jammed, oops, two loops, jammed door, they take shelter in the doorway. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's something else important too. Who else do they see? Uh-huh. Their son. So they see their son and they motion for him to stand in his doorway. So let's make a note of that. They see their son and motion for him. Make sure you can see this. Make sure they motion for him to stand in his doorway. They're trying to help him be safe. All right. So let's read on. You know what? This we're at about the 7-minute mark, so I'm going to stop this video and we will continue on the next video.